Hey guys, SK Nova here. Just gonna do a quick video on my series of From the Hotel still on should you fuse Foley. My opinion is on Foley. I do not have him yet. This is just based off what I've seen online, what other people are talking about. I watched a few videos. There's a few positive, but a lot of negative views on whether or not it is worth it to fuse Foley. So I'll just give you my straight up honest opinion. I think he is definitely worth it, and I think the fusion is a lot cheaper than trying to pull a legendary from shards in terms of if you had to spend money on shards versus money on energy to get Foley. Foley is a much better deal. If you haven't started the events, then it will be very tough probably to finish the champion training event to give you Towering Titan, which is a key piece to getting Foley. So, I can understand if you are really against it and you haven't started. Pretty tough to do now. But people are looking at Foley maybe in the wrong way, right? He's not a 100% top tier hero, but he is really good in certain situations, specifically dungeons and clan boss. So he is high damage. He's probably one of the higher damage non-poison characters in the game, right? So a lot of the other really high damage characters, like say Zavia or Nethril, um, are based off of doing damage with either poison or an HP burn or something else, right? But Foley will do great damage. His stats are very high. He has the 4-hit A1. It puts the decreased defense debuff on them. So, all these things are good reasons to use Foley. He's a magic hero, so he's good against the spirit affinity. If you're, um, you know, if you need more magic heroes, not everybody does. There's a lot of good magic DPS, but not that many really good single target magic DPS. So for that reason, he could be good for that purpose as well. All his abilities are really useful on the clan boss. So obviously his A1 is a good source of damage, but his A2 putting the leech debuff. For those not familiar, the leech debuff will give everyone who attacks the enemy 10% health back for the damage that they do. So again, on clan boss, very good because leech buff will be on there possibly for multiple of your heroes' turns. They'll be on for 2 of the clan boss's turns, and that leech will heal a decent amount. It's not going to heal you to full necessarily every time, but that coupled with say lifesteal or a lesser non-AoE type hero, even like a steel skull, might be enough to keep you alive for quite a while. So leech on itself, really good on clan boss, also good on dungeons too. So there could be some bosses where you can bring more DPS, might make your dungeon runs faster. So those are good reasons too. And his A3 is an AoE attack, potentially good for arena type events, but also maybe good for some of the ice golem stages. But yeah, typically in the single target, like in the clan boss, you wouldn't be using this ability over his A1 and A2. So his A3 is, in a sense, a wasted ability for that. Now his passive, I think, is really good in certain situations. Specifically on the clan boss. This may make you want to bring him on the Force Affinity clan boss because the stun is basically a free heal for him. So takes the stun away from taking a turn away from one of your other heroes, plus provides Foley with a heal. Makes it pretty good. Like Leech won't be your sole source of healing, but the combination of abilities makes him good. Who would he replace in a clan boss team? Well, I think he would definitely challenge characters like Juliana for damage. You still need poison on your team. If your team is very poison heavy, like say for example you already have a Zavia and possibly like an Aothar and maybe a Steel Skull, right? If you have a third damage type character with poisons, Foley is a good replacement. So he will avoid the overcapping of debuffs because he does a lot of damage without poisons. but he does add a leech debuff, but it might be less than some of the poison characters add. I wouldn't say replace Zavia with Foli, unless it's against a Spirit Affinity boss potentially. But he's another option. So I think because he is upper tier on many different areas, but not necessarily top tier on a single one, I think that makes people see him as not worth getting. But in truth, I think he's a great hero to have. He looks amazing, which is a bonus, and there are certain situations that definitely would use him. So keep that in mind when you think about not fusing him. He may not be as game-changing as, say, Sir Nicholas was, but he's a much, much, much better hero than, say, Shamrock ever could be. It's too bad he's not a Void hero, or one of the new Void heroes. That'd be a great fusion. But if you're just looking at it in terms of, I'd rather keep the epics, none of the epics are, anywhere near endgame epics. Much better to fuse Foli than keep the 4 of them, for sure. But the energy cost of trying to acquire a Towering Titan is very high. Even if you use all your energy perfectly, for the event, I heard it was still probably another 2,000-ish gems worth of energy that you needed on top of the energy, so definitely not free to play. And then the energy to ascend all these characters based off getting all the potions is also fairly high. So combine those two things, I understand it's expensive, and it's a very short time event to do it. Polarium has been offering a ton of energy packs lately in the shop. These special progress packs, relatively decent deal in terms of energy you're getting if you spend the gems on energy as well. So not terrible, but obviously, rubs people the wrong way if they have to spend money to accomplish something in the game, and I get that. That's cool. I think energy is definitely a lot better than buying the chicken pack. This does help you level a 5-star faster. And I guess, depending on what your time to money value is of playing this game, this is a lot cheaper than possibly time-wise doing 4-star heroes. But I still wouldn't personally purchase the chicken pack, but I would definitely consider the energy pack. I just already have quite a bit of gems from other packs I purchased, so I'm not too interested in purchasing that one. For my Foli, I just finished the champion training event. It took me about 6 days to do it. I think that's a pretty high pace. So we start now with only 4 days left. You'd have quite a challenge. I was averaging over 3,000 points a day. Not too easy to do. And I get that. The rest of the events weren't too bad to finish, but that champion training event is definitely a fairly large grind, and you have to do basically 2,000 experience a day starting from day 1. So you have to do a bit more now. Look at the fusion again. So I have to level up Towering Titan. That's one character. I have a 5-star Tashida in the bank. I need to get Centurion still to finish that guy, and I have Kitus from before, so he's already done. So I actually have a few Void Shards. I'm going to open them in hopes of getting Centurion. Let's see what we get. Why not? And Centurion. Frit. If not, these will all just turn into food anyways, but getting Centurion would be nice. I have a feeling he's going to become one of the... Man-Eater is a great epic. I already do have him, but one of the possible characters to use because of his invulnerable ability, or unkillable ability. People are using him to help beat the Spider Lair boss. He also has a turn meter reduction and a decreased attack, so 3 great abilities. Works on Spider for sure. Awesome. I don't think I'd ever make 2, so I'll probably use that one for food. Oh, not Centurion. That's cool. Chevalier. And also not Centurion. So, guess we gotta wait for the next event. Epic Ascension back. Cool, guys. Hope that explains my view on Foli a little bit. I would totally go for it. I mean, I haven't calculated how much energy it needs, but I'd say in terms of gem costs, if it costs you less than 5,000 gems, that's probably cheaper than trying to get it through ancient shards and packs and stuff like that. In terms of getting a legendary, and you're getting a pretty good one. So I think I definitely have use for him on my team. I already have quite a few legendaries. So I will be leveling him to 60 just like I do with the other legendaries. Arbiter is mostly through her grind then, and then as soon as she's done that, I'm going to swap the gear from Seeker onto her. So she should have about 280 speed. None of my gear is 6-star yet, or legendary, so we'll need to grind some dungeons too. Cool. So that's what I'm working on. Hopefully you guys do get Foli work done, and you like the video. So I'll see you in the next one.